Alrighty then, this is HellBilly here on RockStarsGlued Radio, and on the phone right now I got special guest with me, Nick from October Rage. How you doing tonight?
Hey, how you going, mate? I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing awesome, man, awesome. So, where y'all at tonight? I know y'all been touring the summer and through the fall, and all the states. So, where y'all at right now?
Believe it or not, we're actually in Florida, my man. We just finished up a whole section of dates with, believe it or not, Saliva. And we've been, I'd say we've been on the road with them for the last month or so, which has been absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, man, we've just finished up our last show with them. We've got a couple of days off here in Florida before we actually shoot up towards the Midwest. So yeah, man, looking forward to that leg of the tour especially.
Wow, that's gonna be awesome. That's awesome. So now, Nick, you're from Australia, right?
Exactly. If you can't tell by the accent already.
Yeah. So now, how long have y'all been touring the States, October Rage?
As October Rage, we've been touring probably since, I think it was June 10th when we arrived for the first time. And with basically the tour has been going non-stop since then. And I actually don't think this particular tour stops until May next year. So we're looking at an 11-month tour, which is, it is really done, basically.
All right. Cool. So now, how long has October Rage been a band?
Probably about 4 years. I think we formed late 2008. And it was just, 4 guys from the same school, virtually just got together by happenstance, and we gelled really well. We got on and created the record, and basically did a couple of Australian tours, and then decided it was time to come over here to the USA and kick some American butt, as they say.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's really cool. So now, how did y'all come up with the name October Rage for the band?
It actually happened. Will is my brother. He plays bass in the band. Will and I basically just finished playing with our previous band that had broken up, and we were at a stage right then and there where we were like, basically we realized we had to start again from scratch, which is basically not what we wanted. We were really fired up about the whole situation, and it was October 2008. We said, like a bit of October Rage is going on, and that name sort of really stuck out, and basically we loved the name so much that regardless of where it came from, we decided we were going to keep it. So, yeah, man, that's how October Rage was born.
Well, awesome. So, like you just mentioned, that Will is your brother, so I guess it's kind of a little bit keeps home with you when you're in the States, from Australia, I guess, having a brother with you here.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. I mean, Will and I obviously grew up together, and he's been my best buddy since I was 2, I guess. So, yeah, man, no, it's awesome. Not to say that, a lot of people would probably kill their brother if they went on a tour this long with him, but, no, we've gotten on really well all our lives. So, yeah, pretty happy to have him with me, man.
Well, that's cool. That's awesome. So now, what's your songwriting processes for your song, and is it individual or is it a group effort, or how do they come about, your songs?
Well, I mean, sometimes it's a bit of both. Sometimes somebody will bust something out mid-rehearsal, and then somebody will go, "Hang on, what was that?" And then that'll eventually turn into a jam, which will then turn into a song. And other times, maybe I'll be walking down the street and a song just randomly pop into my head, and I have to kind of hurry back to where my guitar is just so I can finish it off. So, man, it can happen one of either ways, and I mean, it's just one of those things where you've got to be always on the ball and ready to nut down, like get an idea down as soon as it comes to you, man.
Right. So now, I've been playing White Walkers on my show here for a while now. So that's your all's new song release. So what is the song about, actually, White Walkers?
Well, actually, it's kind of funny the way it came about. It was one of those instances where we were just in having a jam back in the rehearsal space. And, this tune came out and it started to be, sound pretty good. We thought, we've got to keep this. And as I was writing the lyrics to it, one of my favorite TV shows called Game of Thrones somehow became a bit of an inspiration into that song. And the Walkers, basically, if you've seen the show Game of Thrones, you'll know that the White Walkers are basically the bad guys, the evil monsters that are like kind of ghost-like characters that haunt the winter area of the world. And basically, it just the song itself is a bit of a creepy song, and so having a look at these guys with their horror-like features just kind of seemed really appropriate that was what the song would be about. And I mean, the song itself is, you could say it was, I guess some people could say it was about Game of Thrones, but it's definitely inspired by, me having watched that and loved it so much.
Right. Awesome. So now, White Walkers, is that like maybe a lead into another album coming up soon or anytime? Are y'all still going to work on another album soon?
Oh, definitely, man. We've just got 2 new members to the band, so we are at the moment writing for basically the next album, which we'll probably have released by next year, which is really exciting. Actually, a lot of the new stuff is a lot like White Walkers, actually. It's kind of got that kind of heavier, kind of darker overtone to it. Yeah, man, we're just creating something that, the live show, it's going to be good live show, it's going to be great, on the CD, and man, these guys, these new 2 guys that we've got, they are phenomenal musicians, and we really want to show everybody, October Rage is definitely alive and kicking, and man, I'm definitely looking forward to releasing this new album.
Sweet, that's going to be awesome. Yeah. So now, is there a song that you have written maybe you feel closer to than others, or maybe have special meaning more than others? You got a song that you've written that you feel
for the album?
Yeah, off the album or whatever you've written, any kind of.
Yeah. I dare say it would definitely be too soon to tell, man. Definitely too soon. But I don't know. It, sometimes an album can be called, one of the songs. That are actually on the album, but I don't know, this might warrant a special kind of naming the album something specific, so not too sure yet.
Right. So since y'all got together, how have you feel like you all evolved over the past 4 years since y'all been together, or you progressed in your music? How do you feel since y'all got together?
What about specifically, do you mean?
How do you feel like you progressed in your music? Like, come together as a band, do y'all get, as far as musically writing and everything, you come, like, click now more? Do you feel like you progressed?
Definitely with songwriting, I can say a huge plus, as we've been on the road and learnt things and definitely experienced a lot of different things as we've been traveling along and everything, that can contribute so much extra to a song. Of course, being on the road and playing every day, everyone as musicians develop as well, because it's not just like back home where you can kind of relax and just do whatever, I'll play guitar tomorrow. That can't happen. So you're constantly having to improve and constantly having to just make sure that you're kicking butt every night, basically.
Right.
So yeah, man. No, but it's definitely been a learning experience. And I mean, the whole thing of being a band or an artist or whatever is just exactly that. Everything is forget what happened in the past. If you've done a recording and you hate it, doesn't matter. Then this is now, and you've got to, you got to keep moving forward, and that's what we're doing, man, and absolutely loving it.
All right, cool. So, growing up, who are your musical influences as a singer or as an artist, musician? What was some of your musical influences?
Well, I mean, growing up, and I've got my dad to blame completely for this, is Led Zeppelin. My dad used to turn that up to 11 every morning and basically wake up the household with it. That's not a complaint. I love it that he did that because that's definitely been a huge influence. Obviously, I can't quite sound like Robert Plant yet, but if anyone's been an inspiration, then it's definitely him. But yeah, dude, I got into Metallica and stuff like Alter Bridge when they came out. That was really cool. Slash as a guitar player, Tremonti as well. They've been awesome for me. I know that pretty much everyone in the band that likes Led Zeppelin. Basically, we have this rule that if Led Zeppelin comes on the radio while we're traveling, it must be cranked. That's like tour rule number 1. Led Zeppelin must be cranked. So,
yeah, that's awesome. So now I've seen you a few months back with Seven Dust, and you shared the stage, like you said, or sharing the stage with Slava. How does it feel to be sharing the stage with some of these people?
Well, with Seven Dust, they were, I think that was in Kentucky, Iowa, where we did another one. Man, they are such cool guys. They have, for starters, their audience is amazing. A lot of the fans go absolutely crazy at these shows, and so obviously sharing the stage with them, we got to experience that craziness firsthand. But man, they are among the coolest guys I think I've ever met in my life. They're just really down to earth, really friendly. And I mean, seeing LJ walk on the stage, he's macho, he's aggressive, he's commanding. When he comes off the stage, he's like your best friend. It's such a strange juxtaposition, but it's awesome, man. I aspire to be exactly like that one day.
Right. Awesome. That's cool. So now, is there any other band or musician would you like to work with later on in the studio or even share the stage with?
Yeah, dude. Geez, where do I start? Well, I guess I'd love to do like a duet with Miles Kennedy one day. For anyone who doesn't know, that's actually Slash's singer right now, and he's the frontman in Alter Bridge. I think he's got one of the most amazing voices that ever existed in rock history, man, and you can put that down on the record.
Cool. So, yeah, now I've seen that you all have like an October Rage Club. Can you explain more about that, October Rage Club?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Well, basically, the October Rage Club, or ORC for short, it's actually started by a guy back in Australia. His name's Eric, and this was in Melbourne. It's a Facebook page, and basically the biggest and greatest fans of October Rage basically hang out here. This is where you can find the fastest updates on anything to do with October Rage. Eric's amazing. He finds shit really quickly and just puts it out there on Facebook, and he actually finds stuff before I do. So my hat's off to him.
Right, awesome. So I also know too about a campaign that you're running to raise money. What's that about, and how can people help to raise money?
Okay, cool. All right, well, that's another thing too that we're doing on Facebook right now, and basically what it is, it's IndieGoGo.com. It's kind of like Kickstarter. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
Yeah.
But IndieGoGo is basically one for basically independent artists. And we just started a campaign on it this month. And basically what it's going to do is we're going to use it to raise money for the actual tour, keeping the tour going basically on an extended sort of period. And IndieGoGo is essentially this platform where the artists can get support from the fans, and the fans can get perks, which is basically a reward for, donating to the band's cause and that sort of thing. But it's a reward that, you can't normally get. You can't just go on the band's website at any time and buy this. It's like a kind of like a special reward kind of thing. And there's a lot of bands, there's artists on it, like visual graphic artists, that kind of thing, different charity events and that sort of stuff. But yeah, basically the October Rage campaign is something that we came up with and started promoting just over the last couple of days. And if you wanted to be a part of it, you can just go to IndieGoGo.com/October Rage USA, or just check out the October Rage Facebook page, and there's a few posts on that. You can definitely find out what we're up to, and watch the video, and you can get anything from like a digital package with all our previously recorded songs on it, or if you wanted to book us for a house concert, that option's there too. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Awesome, cool. Oh yeah, that's awesome. So now, last time I saw you all live a few weeks ago up here in Covington, y'all done a cover by Phil Collins, "In the Air Tonight." What made you all decide to do that cover on that?
I don't actually know. I have no idea how that started. I think it just randomly happened one day. We were at a jam, and we were just playing a couple of different, mucking around kind of things, and then I started playing Phil Collins. Everyone jumped in, and basically our cover or our version of that song, we just loved how it all, the energy of it, and how it works between everybody, and we just thought, we got to play this live. So pretty much from then on, it's been a part of the live set at almost every single October Rage show. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, what can I say? I love the song. I love the way it goes down live. Everyone knows it. Everybody wants to sing it at the top of their lungs. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. Me and Bella was sitting there just like, when y'all start playing, I was sitting there going, I know she kept on smacking my arm, like going, hey, yeah. It was awesome. So y'all should record that. That'd be an awesome cover to record. So
definitely, man. Well, we may think about putting that on the next album, depending on what happens, man. But I would definitely love to record that one. And a lot of bands do at least one recorded cover at some point, unless something like Metallica where they do a whole album full. I don't think we'll go to that stage just quite yet, but you never know.
Right. So far, what's some of the craziest moments so far, being in a touring band or over here in the States, or even some of the great sites that you've been to? What's some of them, craziest moments and the greatest sites you've been, seeing so far in the States?
Wow. Geez, I don't know any one particular thing, but I will say this. Being in the USA, we've seen some of the best scenery. I think a lot of Americans tell me that, oh man, I wish I could go to Australia. It looks so cool, man. It sucks here. And I always turn around and tell them, no, it doesn't. You just got to travel around and see a bit of your country like I have. It is amazing, and we've met so many cool people, which is what the big difference that I think is that has definitely made this whole thing worthwhile is all the great people that we've met. There's been so many awesome, just genuine, friendly people that just wanted to, take us in with wide open arms, and just be friends, man. And it's not something that I'm accustomed to when I'm not on the road. You know what I mean? It's just something that's happening. I guess the excitement of being around a touring band has obviously, opened people's eyes a lot. I mean, at the end of the day, I just, American people are often, 95% of you guys are awesome. So, what can I say?
Well, you're all awesome too, because I was like, when I met you and all that, I got to meet you up there at the 7th show in Covington as well, and really great. Y'all are really great guys and stuff, and y'all are great musicians too. So.
You're awesome, man.
Thank you.
We love you, HellBilly.
Oh, well, everybody loves you all too. October Rage, yeah. So.
Yeah.
So, is there some advice you could give some of these younger musicians or bands that are just getting started? Do you got any advice for them?
I actually do. You know what? I think one of the best things you can do is dedicate yourself entirely to what it is that you want out of music, whether it be just, if I just want to, learn to play guitar really effectively, or if you want to step it up a level and make, maybe that you want to be the next kind of Aerosmith or Metallica or something like that, then the advice that I could give is obviously work hard at absolutely every single part of the industry. It's not just about being a talented band, unfortunately, anymore. It's often to do with, you know, you have to make sure that everybody looks professional. I know that it sucks, you know, because it shouldn't be about the looks, but unfortunately, that's a lot of the industry are looking at right now, and people want to identify you as a band. The other thing too is make sure that you write killer songs. You know, having a good song or two can open most of the doors that are closed to other bands. So if you definitely want to be among the greatest, that's where it starts, man. It's all in the song.
Awesome. Yeah. So, what's your biggest challenges to overcome as an artist or being a touring band here in the States, away from home? What's some of the challenges?
You know, I think it's definitely. I mean, you know, being that distance, having that distance, being so far away. You know, one of the things is we've always got to be on the move. That can be a challenge in and of itself because, you know, everybody's basically living in the one vehicle together as we hop, skip, and jump all the way to the USA. So that can definitely be challenging, especially, you know, when you're around the same people day in, day out. You know, at this rate, you know, because we come from so far away, we can't really afford to take a break or anything like that because, you know, we have a tour planned and everything is scheduled, and you know, you got to stick to the plan. And not that I don't love it. I mean, it is absolutely amazing being able to say, yeah, I'll play a show every night and it's in a different city. But, you know, it can get tiring, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, you know, you get to sleep when you can. It's like being in the Army.
Right.
You know, you sleep where you can, and you eat when you can. So,
right.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Right. So with that being said, what makes it worth it at the end of the day? And what makes all the hard work pay off in the end?
You know, it's this. It's that feeling you get when you're on the stage and the night's going well and it's a good vibe, a good venue, a good sound, and almost, you know, a lot of the time I'm standing there and I can't get the smile off my face. It's just, that's exactly the way to describe it. It's just, that is what this whole thing is about. That's what I do it for. If, you know, I see people in the crowd smiling and waving and having an awesome time, then that makes me have an awesome time too, you know, and it makes me remember that it's all worthwhile, and it's, you know, it's what we're here to do, man. Musicians are entertainers. You have to be entertaining, and if people are entertained, I'm happy.
So what all sites can people find October Rage at? What all the sites on Facebook and what else?
Yeah, okay, we're on all the big ones like Facebook, Twitter. If you still go to MySpace, yeah, we're still on that, but no one really goes to MySpace these days. And we've got our own website, OctoberRage.com. If you type that into Google, that's the first thing that comes up. You know, I think we're on like a lot of those Spotify and iTunes and stuff like that as well. So yeah, pretty much everywhere you find most bands, we'll be there, sitting there waiting.
So what do you think about networking and social media sites like Facebook and so forth? Does it help, you know, a band out as far as connecting with the fans, or what do you think about social media sites?
Okay, well, they definitely help, man, and I wouldn't say they are the be-all and end-all, but they are absolutely crucial to have. If you're a band and you don't have one, absolutely one right now. But don't rely on them. I mean, they're good to have. They're definitely, I think, a necessity, but I wouldn't rely on them too much to, you know, build up your fan base. They're more of a sort of a collection point. Where, you know, you can, you know, have fans come there and chat to you, and everyone kind of meet there, rather than you know, trying to track down an email address and talk to the band that way. It's much easier just, you know, to be on Facebook. And I mean, you know, we've got like 10 hours between shows sometimes. We've got nothing to do but sit there and talk to fans on Facebook. So we always encourage people to jump online and have a chat to us and you know, tell us about their day or whatever, and, you know, just talk, you know, be a bit of BS.
All right, awesome. So where can people find y'all's music, like your first album and so forth? Where can they get your first album at?
Okay, so that's on iTunes. That's been released since I think about September last year. But we've also got, White Walkers is on there as well. If you go to the website octoberrage.com, everything's on there for sale as well. But I guess the main thing that people are going through right now is because there's only, I think, 20-something days left of the IndieGoGo campaign, where everything that you buy is automatically like signed by the band, and it's just that's basically where all the best value for money is right now. So I'd probably go there if I was looking to buy something. But yeah.
Cool. So well, you all want to be here in the States for a little bit longer, or like I think you said May, wasn't it?
Yeah, till May next year, man.
Awesome.
So still a long while to go.
Awesome. So make sure, hopefully y'all get back up here to Covington, so I'll see you the third time. That's awesome.
You know it.
So I got one more question. I'll let you go. But do you want to give your anybody a shout out, like to your dad or whatever? Say hi to everybody that's in chat.
Yeah, you know what? Dad has been awesome. Dad's probably listening right now. I'd like to say a big shout out to Dad right now. Hey, Dan Roberts, what's going on, buddy?
And also, there's a Jan Roberts in chat as well.
Oh, Mum's there too. Hey, Mum, how you coming? I can't forget, Mum.
Say hi, Mom and Dad. So I just thought I'd give you time to give you a little shout out to all of them. So, but I got one more question. I'll let you go. What does music mean to you?
Sorry, say again.
What does music mean to you?
Everything, man. That's life. I'd be dead if there was no music.
Awesome.
To put it bluntly.
Yep. Well, straight to the point. Awesome. So I just want to say thank you so much for calling me and giving me a time to talk to you and see what's going on with October Rage. Hopefully I'll get to see you here soon again up there in Cincinnati.
You know you will.
Yes, I will. So, but I want to ask you for a station tag, and I'll be playing White Walkers right after this little station tag. So whenever you're ready, go for it.
You got it, buddy.
All right.
Hey, this is Nick from October Rage. You're listening to RockStarsGlued Radio.